The pancreas produces hormones including insulin and glucagon that regulate blood sugar levels. Insulin helps cells absorb glucose from the bloodstream, lowering blood sugar levels, while glucagon raises blood sugar levels by prompting the liver to release stored glucose. Hurting the pancreas can lead to severe health issues such as diabetes and the loss of limbs. In this video, we will be talking about the worst foods for your pancreas, how diabetes is caused, what can cause pancreatitis, and then end with severe complications from diabetes. You are not going to want to miss this information. For more information on health and wellness, please subscribe to our channel. Let's begin. Number 1. Processed and sugary foods. First on our list are processed foods and those high in added sugars. Excessive consumption may lead to weight gain and insulin resistance, potentially affecting pancreas health. Opt for whole, unprocessed foods to support overall well-being. Processed foods and those high in added sugars can impact pancreas health due to their potential link to insulin resistance. Let's dive deeper into this topic and fully understand how this can impact your pancreas long-term. A. Insulin resistance. Processed foods often contain refined carbohydrates and added sugars, leading to rapid spikes in blood sugar levels. Over time, the body may become less responsive to insulin, a hormone crucial for regulating blood sugar. This condition, known as insulin resistance, can strain the pancreas as it produces more insulin to compensate. B. Weight gain. Many processed foods are calorie-dense and low in essential nutrients. Consuming them in excess can contribute to weight gain, which is associated with an increased risk of insulin resistance and type 2 diabetes. C. Inflammation. Highly processed foods may also contribute to chronic inflammation in the body. Inflammation can affect the pancreas and its function, potentially leading to complications over time. To support pancreas health, focus on a balanced diet rich in whole, unprocessed foods. Choose complex carbohydrates such as whole grains, fruits, and vegetables to provide sustained energy without causing rapid blood sugar spikes. Additionally, be mindful of added sugars in your diet by checking food labels and opting for natural sources of sweetness when possible. Number 2. Trans fats. Found in many processed and fried foods, these fats may contribute to inflammation and negatively affect lipid metabolism. Be mindful of food labels and choose healthier fats like those found in avocados and nuts. Trans fats are a type of unsaturated fat that can have adverse effects on pancreas health. Here's how trans fats may impact the pancreas. A. Inflammation. Trans fats have been linked to inflammation in the body. Chronic inflammation can affect various organs, including the pancreas, potentially interfering with its normal function. B. Insulin resistance. Studies suggest that a diet high in trans fats may contribute to insulin resistance. Insulin resistance occurs when cells in the body become less responsive to insulin, the hormone responsible for regulating blood sugar levels. This condition places additional stress on the pancreas, as it needs to produce more insulin to maintain proper blood sugar control. C. Lipid metabolism. Trans fats can interfere with lipid metabolism, affecting the breakdown and utilization of fats in the body. This disruption in lipid metabolism may contribute to the development of metabolic disorders impacting pancreas health. To reduce trans fat intake and support pancreas health, check food labels. Avoid products that list partially hydrogenated oils in the ingredients, as this indicates the presence of trans fats. Choose healthier fats. Opt for sources of unsaturated fats, such as olive oil, avocados, and nuts, which have been associated with better overall health. By making informed dietary choices, you can contribute to a healthier pancreas and reduce the risk of associated complications. Number 3. Red and processed meats. While lean meats can be a part of a balanced diet, excessive consumption of red and processed meats may be linked to an increased risk of certain health issues, including pancreatic cancer. Consider incorporating more plant-based protein sources into your meals. Consuming red and processed meats has been linked to certain health concerns, including potential implications for pancreas health. Here's a closer look at the relationship. A. Pancreatic cancer risk. Studies have suggested an association between a high intake of red and processed meats and an increased risk of pancreatic cancer. Processed meats, such as sausages and bacon, often contain preservatives and additives that may contribute to this risk. It's essential to note that while an association exists, correlation does not imply causation, and more research is needed to establish a direct link. B. Saturated fats. Red meats, especially those with higher fat content, may contribute to increased saturated fat intake. Diets high in saturated fats have been associated with inflammation and potential negative impacts on pancreas health. C. Heme iron. Red meats contain heme iron, which, when consumed in excess, may have pro-oxidative effects that can contribute to inflammation. Chronic inflammation can affect the pancreas and its function. To promote pancreas health, consider these tips. Moderation. Enjoy red meats in moderation and opt for lean cuts to reduce saturated fat intake. Diversify protein sources. Include a variety of protein sources in your diet, such as fish, poultry, legumes, and plant-based proteins. Limit processed meats. Minimize the consumption of processed meats high in additives and preservatives. Number 4. Alcohol. Moderation is key when it comes to alcohol. Excessive alcohol consumption can lead to pancreatitis, affecting the organ's function. If you choose to drink, do so responsibly and be aware of your limits. A. Alcohol consumption, particularly excessive and chronic intake, can impact the health of the pancreas in several ways. B. Pancreatitis. One of the most well-known associations between alcohol and pancreas health is the risk of developing pancreatitis. Pancreatitis is the inflammation of the pancreas, and excessive alcohol intake is a significant risk factor. Chronic alcohol abuse can lead to repeated episodes of pancreatitis, which may result in long-term damage to the pancreas. C. Insulin production. Alcohol can interfere with the normal production and release of insulin by the pancreas. This disruption can contribute to fluctuations in blood sugar levels, potentially leading to insulin resistance and diabetes over time. D. Nutrient absorption. Alcohol can impair the absorption of essential nutrients, including those important for pancreas health. Chronic alcohol consumption may lead to malnutrition, impacting the overall function of the pancreas. To maintain pancreas health while consuming alcohol responsibly. Moderation. If you choose to drink alcohol, do so in moderation. Guidelines recommend up to 1 drink per day for women and up to 2 drinks per day for men. Stay hydrated. Alcohol can contribute to dehydration, so ensure you stay well hydrated by drinking water between alcoholic beverages. Consider alternatives. Explore non-alcoholic alternatives to reduce overall alcohol intake. Here are some ways in which type 2 diabetes is caused. Type 2 diabetes is primarily caused by a combination of genetic and lifestyle factors. Here are some key factors contributing to the development of type 2 diabetes. A. Insulin resistance. One of the primary factors is insulin resistance, where cells in the body do not respond effectively to insulin. Insulin is crucial for allowing cells to absorb glucose from the bloodstream. When cells become resistant to insulin, blood sugar levels rise. B. Genetics. There is a genetic component to type 2 diabetes. Individuals with a family history of diabetes are at a higher risk. Certain genetic factors may contribute to insulin resistance and the development of diabetes. C. Obesity. Excess body weight, especially abdominal fat, is a significant risk factor for type 2 diabetes. Obesity contributes to insulin resistance and increases the workload on the pancreas to produce more insulin. D. Physical inactivity. Lack of regular physical activity is associated with an increased risk of type 2 diabetes. Exercise helps improve insulin sensitivity and promotes overall health. E. Unhealthy diet. A diet high in refined carbohydrates, sugars, and saturated fats can contribute to obesity and insulin resistance. Poor dietary choices can also lead to weight gain and metabolic disturbances. F. Age. The risk of type 2 diabetes increases with age, especially after the age of 45. Aging is associated with a decline in metabolic functions. G. Ethnicity. Some ethnic groups, such as African Americans, Hispanics, Native Americans, and Asian Americans, have a higher risk of developing type 2 diabetes. H. Gestational diabetes. Women who had gestational diabetes during pregnancy are at an increased risk of developing type 2 diabetes later in life. I. Hormonal changes. Conditions such as polycystic ovary syndrome, PCOS, and hormonal disorders can contribute to insulin resistance and increase the risk of diabetes. Uncontrolled or poorly managed diabetes can lead to various severe complications affecting different parts of the body. Here are some of the severe results of diabetes. Cardiovascular complications. A. Heart disease. Diabetes increases the risk of heart disease and coronary artery disease. B. Stroke. Individuals with diabetes have a higher risk of stroke. C. Nerve damage. Neuropathy. Peripheral neuropathy. Diabetes can cause nerve damage, especially in the extremities, leading to pain, numbness, and tingling. D. Autonomic neuropathy. It can affect the nerves that control internal organs, leading to digestive, urinary, and cardiovascular problems. E. Kidney disease, nephropathy. Diabetic nephropathy. Diabetes is a leading cause of kidney failure. It can result in damage to the small blood vessels in the kidneys, affecting their ability to filter waste from the blood. F. Eye complications, retinopathy. Diabetic retinopathy. Diabetes can damage the blood vessels in the retina, leading to vision problems and, in severe cases, blindness. G. Foot complications, foot ulcers and infections. Nerve damage and poor blood circulation can lead to foot problems, including ulcers and infections. In severe cases, this can result in amputation. H. Skin complications, infections. Diabetes can make the skin more susceptible to infections, especially fungal and bacterial infections. I. Hearing loss, sensorineural hearing loss. Diabetes has been associated with an increased risk of hearing impairment. J. Mental health issues, depression. Individuals with diabetes may have a higher risk of depression. K. Cognitive decline. Some studies suggest a link between diabetes and an increased risk of cognitive decline and dementia. L. Gastrointestinal issues, gastroparesis. Diabetes can affect the nerves in the digestive system, leading to delayed emptying of the stomach. M. Increased risk of infections, compromised immune system. Diabetes can weaken the immune system, making individuals more susceptible to infections. Thank you for watching today's video. If you are experiencing any of these complications, seek medical assistance immediately. Please subscribe to the channel and click the like button if you gained value. See you next time.